Greetings, impulsive, energetic, bossy Aries. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Eliane Nicole and I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader. This is my new YouTube channel and this is my second series of videos. And today I'm going to do the Aries overview for December 2018. And I'm going to also talk about some of the planets for Aries for 2018. I always say this is a very general reading that I'm giving for all of Aries. To get a more specific reading that's just for you, I recommend that you contact me directly and set up a time to do a personal reading. So let's take a look at Aries December 2018. I'm new to doing this YouTube channel, so working out the kinks and the flow. Bear with me. Your significator is the Three of Pentacles, and I'm going to turn them over really quickly, say what the cards are, and then I'm going to show them to you and talk about them in more detail. Your significator going into December is the Three of Pentacles. You're covered by the Nine of Pentacles reversed, crossed by the Queen of Cups. The basis is the Page of Cups. What's leaving is the King of Pentacles reversed. What could come into being is the Lovers. What will come into being is Death reversed. Fears or insecurities are the Ace of Swords reversed. Others see you as the Four of Pentacles reversed. Positive feelings are the Three of Cups reversed. And the outcome is the Devil reversed. So Aries, we see you entering December 1st, as the Three of Pentacles. And this means you're working on something. This may be a collaboration or a new project, or you may be even apprenticing for somebody, for some Aries. You're covered by the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So it seems like with the Three of Pentacles covered by the Nine of Pentacles reversed, it looks like there's something you're working on, but you may be having a little insecurity or self-doubt around it, or you may feel like there's a huge expense involved in what you're working on. And you're crossed by the Queen of Cups. And the card that you're crossed by, this is the only card in the Celtic layout that is not upright or reversed. It's crossed, and so it has to do with your karmic work. And this has to do with a woman who is very emotional and sensitive and intuitive, and your karmic work is with her in this cycle. There is spiritual growth for you through your interaction with this woman in December. And the basis is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, for some of you, this is going to be a child in your life, possibly a water sign child like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, who is playing significantly into the month for you. And for some people, this is a child. For some people, it can be a teenager or even someone in their early 20s, someone who's a student even. When the Page of Cups isn't representing a person, or even if it's not a water sign person, it can just be a person who embodies the characteristics of the Page of Cups, which is poetic and dreamy and sensitive and artistic and creative and sweet and all of those things. So it could be a young person with those qualities. When the page doesn't represent a person, it can represent a message. So it can be a romantic message or a creative message. And it can also be pages can also represent beginnings. So for some Aries, this will represent the beginning of a new creative pursuit or the beginning of a new romance in December. What's leaving for Aries in December is the King of Pentacles reversed. And this is a man, possibly a domineering man in business, who's leaving your life. It can be a financial advisor. It can be a boss or a landlord or someone who you weren't seeing eye to eye with financially, or who was being stingy or greedy with you financially. That person is leaving Aries. What could come into being is the Lovers, Aries. So new love. We have a couple cards for new love for Aries in December. Or if you're already married and in love, that's like a romantic interlude. Maybe your loving feelings reemerging and you remembering why you originally fell in love with the person in the first place. What will come into being for Aries this month is rebirth, a new start. Fears or insecurities for Aries in December is the Ace of Swords reversed. So there's a fear or insecurity of defeat for Aries. How others see you is the Four of Pentacles reversed. So that could be that people are seeing you as being uncommunicative, that there could be uncertainty around you, possibly vagueness around you, or doubt, or it could be people thinking, someone around you could be thinking that you're spending a lot of money, making a big expenditure of some kind. Your positive feelings, Aries, are the Three of Cups reversed. So it looks like you feel positive about a party, a celebration. It's maybe a decadent celebration where there's just, a lot of, socializing and a lot of drinks and a decadent, ruckus, fun time party. And the outcome of December, at the end of the month, you're letting loose, Aries. You're coming out of your shackles. You are feeling like you are starting to let go of something from the past that has been restricting you, and you're starting to feel free from that at the end of this year, at the end of this month, which is also the end of this year. So congratulations, Aries. And now I'm just going to go through the planets kind of quickly. We enter December 1st, and Mercury retrograde enters Scorpio. And it's been in Libra, so now it's going to be in Scorpio. And also on December 1st, Jupiter is forming a biquintile with Uranus. That's Jupiter in Sagittarius forming a biquintal with Uranus in Aries. So this is an aspect I'm going to talk about for Aries. This looks like at the beginning of the month, there can be expansion. There can be a shakeup or an unexpected happening that creates expansion or brings good fortune. There could be a rebellion that brings expansion and good luck or good fortune. There could be an unexpected travel opportunity that is very expansive. There could be anything like that is a Jupiter biquintal Uranus kind of thing. And Aries, because it's in Aries, if you are a late degree Aries, you're in particular going to feel this. So if you don't know what degree your sun is, you can contact me for a reading and I can do your chart. But we're going to move on to December 2nd. And December 2nd, Venus enters Scorpio. And so when Venus enters Scorpio, collectively, that's a very sexy time of the year. It's a very seductive time of the year. It's a mysterious time. And I think that Scorpio forms a quincunx with Aries. So those two energies don't quite understand each other. With Mercury retrograde in Scorpio and Venus entering Scorpio, for Aries, the aspect that this Scorpio energy forms could create some miscommunications or misunderstandings in the realm of romance. Or if you're working on a creative project, it could also manifest in the realm of creativity or artwork. And Venus can also be money, and so it can represent with finances also. And this all really depends on where Scorpio is in your chart. Again, if you don't know which house Scorpio rules in your natal chart, call me, contact me for a reading, and we'll do your chart, and we'll find out where all your planets and houses and everything are, and then I can do more specific readings for you. But for the time being, I'm going to move on to also on December 2nd, the true node is trine Chiron. So it's the true node in Cancer retrograde is forming a trine to Chiron in Pisces retrograde. And so collectively, this is a time of healing around the mother, reviewing and recovery around feminine energy, a collective shift towards the divine feminine, which we've all been experiencing coming on. And last month, that shift of the nodes happened in November. The nodes shifted to the Cancer-Capricorn axis, shifting our collective North Star. And, we're moving to more of the feminine from patriarchal father Capricornian rule of structure kind of ways towards the more intuitive, motherly, sensitive, protective Cancerian ways. And so December 6th, Mercury is going direct in Scorpio, so that's good. Mercury has been retrograde since mid-November, so we're happy for it to be going direct. That means that, in the next couple of weeks, any misunderstandings you had, any miscommunications that happened as a result of Mercury retrograde will probably be straightening themselves out. And December 7th is the new moon in Sagittarius, and new moons are always a great time to make a new start. The new moon of Sagittarius is the season to make a new start in all things Sagittarian. So it's a new start in anything education related, philosophy related, spiritual, religious, travel. Setting intentions around any of those areas is great for the Sagittarius new moon. The Sagittarius new moon is a faithful new moon. The Sagittarius new moon is an optimistic new moon. And when I say set intentions, I say burn candles, put out flowers, write your intentions on pretty little note cards that you can put on your altar, and you give it to God, you give it to the universe, to whatever you believe in, the ancestors, whatever carries you. It's a very powerful time in terms of manifesting and being a deliberate creator on this earthly realm. It's good to harness the energy of the new moons. And let's see what else. December 9th, Chiron is going direct in Pisces, and wherever Pisces is in your chart, you should be starting to feel some healing in this area of your life with this shift. And if you want to know where that is in your chart, contact me for a reading. December 12th, Mercury enters Sagittarius, and people are going to be wanting to talk about Sagittarian. Communication is going to shift towards philosophy and religion and spirituality and higher truth and education. optimism for the future. You know, some communication will become very superficial at this time. That's the flip side of Sagittarius when it goes too far. And that's Mercury, but in general, I think Mercury is happier and more uplifted in Sagittarius than it has been in Scorpio. I think our communication has been pretty dark through the Scorpio phase, and we're all going to be relieved to get Mercury into Sagittarius direct and then into Sagittarius this month. December 15th, Uranus in Aries is forming a semi-square to Neptune, and this is going to be very significant for Aries because particularly late degree Aries, because Uranus is there, and this is a shakeup, December 15th. Like I said, particularly late degree Aries are going to feel this shakeup. Neptune and Uranus, there could be a shakeup in the realm of religion, of spirituality, of mysticism. It can also be a shakeup in the realm of addiction, drugs and alcohol, escapism, anything like that can be Neptune. Neptune can create chaos and confusion, and Uranus can create shakeups. So December 15th is definitely a day to watch for late degree Aries, and it's going to be significant for certain Pisces as well. And it's, you know, other signs will be also affected, but I'll go into that when I'm on their videos. I'm training myself to stick to the sign I'm talking about in each video, and I appreciate you rolling with me as I figure this out, and I want to keep going through the month. Aries is always my first one, so thank you, Aries. I'm always like getting my feet wet with you. So December 21st, the sun enters Capricorn. And so that season, you know, Capricorn squares Aries. So Capricorn season, it's not Aries' favorite season of all, but it's not the hardest. But there's definitely, you know, there are challenges to your will in this season. And we all know that Aries is very willful. So I think you may experience that in greater proportions under Capricorn season, just as in Cancer season for Aries. Let's see what else. Oh yes, the full moon in Cancer is December 22nd, and the full moon in Cancer is a very emotional full moon. It's a very sensitive full moon. It's a full moon where collectively we are definitely focused on issues of security, and you know, we're protective, we're sensitive, the mother, the feminine, all these Cancerian kinds of things. These themes are illuminated under the Cancer full moon. Emotions are heightened, sensitivity is heightened. People can be more defensive sometimes under this full moon because of the sensitive nature. By December 24th, the after shadow of Mercury retrograde is gone. Even though Mercury retrograde ended, the shadow is done December 24th, and we're really home free by Christmas. December 27th, Jupiter is forming a semi-sextile to Saturn, and that is Jupiter in Sagittarius forming a semi-sextile to Saturn, and that has to do with expansion in work, expansion in discipline, grace around discipline, grace around boundaries, things like that. It's going to be particularly strong for Capricorns and Sagittarius, but because Aries squares Capricorn, anyone who's born within like 7 degrees Aries to 13 degrees Aries, this December 27th date is going to be felt. It might feel like a contrasting experience, but there will be great good fortune and expansion that is brought through it. So it may be a tough experience, it may be a rigorous experience, but there's a lot of benevolence and grace there. And December 31st, Mars enters Aries, which it's going to be explosive New Year's Eve, it sounds like. So Aries is going to be feeling very energetic New Year's Eve. Probably, I think of the lyric from that Michael Jackson song, "Four Walls Won't Hold Me Tonight." Yeah, that's going to be Aries on New Year's Eve. You'll probably be feeling an extreme surge of energy, particularly those born in the early degrees of Aries will be feeling this, like within the first, 8 degrees or so. You're really going to be like, I can't stay in tonight, and just energetic. And I would just be like warned to be mindful not to go too fast. Don't go too hard. Don't be too energetic, because collectively there's going to be a lot of kind of Mars, kind of competitive, testosterone, domineering, bossy, fiery energy out there. So that is my forecast for Aries. I did it in 21 minutes, and thank you, and talk to you soon. I would love your feedback. Bye.